again, that's something that I can work out with those people, hopefully, but it's really sort of inspired me to try to offer whatever I can to other folks who may be going through the same experience that I did in the past few months. Someone to talk to, someone to write to, someone to spend time with, whatever it is, you know. I'm encouraging anyone who watches this who's going through any kind of cancer, particularly the people who have written to me. They've been so helpful and so supportive. If there's anything I can do, please ask, and I'll be happy to do it. I don't want to babble on too long, but as I said, I feel pretty good. I feel pretty strong now that I've gotten over the bronchitis. Cancer levels are down. Next step is the transplant, and hopefully after the transplant it's a normal life for a good long time. So that's got me feeling pretty good. It's got my spirits up. The holidays are coming up. I've got this trip, and you know, I can't complain too much right now. I've also got a new gig I should also let you know about on health.com. I'm going to be blogging about cancer, particularly my experience with multiple myeloma. So please have a look out for that on health.com. Should be putting a new one up once a week. I also have a couple other things going on. As many of you know, I'm a journalist, and I do plan on putting a project together about this experience. It may be a video, movie type of deal. It could be, you know, writing about it in book form. I've got a bunch of different things that I'm sort of working on at the moment to try to turn this into a positive, helpful experience for others who are going through this or may go through this, and also particularly for those who have a loved one, because that is the disconnect. And that's, if there's one point I can bring home to all of you people, is that there's this huge disconnect. When there's a person who's ill, and there's a person who has cancer, and then there is a group of loved ones, you know, it's very difficult sometimes for those loved ones to deal with it. There's denial, there's all kinds of burying head in the sand, you know, burying one's head in the sand. There are all kinds of issues that have this major disconnect, and you've got to try to bridge that. And it's very frustrating for the person who's ill, because, you know, it's very difficult for them to explain to everyone exactly what's happening to them, because everything is just flying all around at once. And, you know, a lot of it's very troublesome, hurtful, embarrassing to talk about, you know. And so you just have to try to ask questions. You have to try to be involved. You have to try to find out what that person needs from you. Because I can tell you personally, I'm a very prideful person. I take great pride in being an independent person, and there's a lot that goes on, and it's a very humbling and saddening experience sometimes, and sometimes you just don't want to talk about it. So please, oh boy, just got disturbed. Anyway, lost my train of thought. You gotta get over that the communication gap. So try to make, if you can, the effort to do that. As I said, I'm going to try to turn this experience into a positive one for other people who could probably use a little bit of a guide to get them through it. And the families as well, because I think that that's probably the most important part, is that the family and the friends do what they can to be involved and to try to find out what that person needs, because again, it's a scary thing, and we're not always going to say, hey, I need this, I need that, say this to me, say that to me. It's just, it doesn't work that way. We're constantly thinking about our next treatment, our next doctor's appointment, you know, how long we're going to live, for crying out loud, that we just don't have time to sit and think about, oh, am I communicating everything properly to my family so that they know? I mean, you got to ask questions. And if you're a friend or a loved one, you got to be involved. You got to ask questions, and you got to find out what that other person wants and needs, because it is such a scary experience that it doesn't always bring out the best in the person who is struggling with the disease. So anyway, apologize for the rambling. I'm just about out of daylight here, and I'm going to cut it off now, but I'll do another update shortly.